Running this chest workout again. I don't know what happened to the stream. Well, actually, I do know what happened. Funny story. I still had my headphones connected to the phone while I had the mic in. So I believe the stream was using the headphones as the speaker, or as the mic rather. So that's what was causing the hiccup. So. Let's keep it with the rep, just the standard reps. I think I'll superset once we get to the incline bench on the barbell. So I think just for right now, we'll just keep it just straightforward sets. Let's add another plate though. Let's add some more weight though. Let's see what 315 feels like today for the second time. We're in here. Let's get those likes up. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's work. Let's work. Clean reps today. Clean reps. And we're gonna hit some calves at the end of this. Let's just go with it. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I think I'll keep it 315 because I want to get a good amount of sets in this one and I want to keep the reps high. So we'll stick with 315 and we'll go like a minute and a half break. The audio should be good now. The audio should be good. The audio should be good. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I've been doing a ton of volume with training. Not going as heavy as I normally would with just a ton of volume. And I don't know, I've been just enjoying this type of training. You know, doing more supersets now, you know, giant sets. It's starting to make it just a little bit fun again, in a sense, where it's like I can just kind of experiment a little bit, get creative with the workouts. It's been making my heart, and plus I'm leaning out. So it's keeping my heart rate nice and high through the whole workout. So that's been cool. So let's keep it going. Guys, we got 12 people in here, 11 people now. Can we get 11 people to hit the like button? Let's go again. Bring the seat up just a little bit. Guys, make sure to remind me to hit these calves, please. Ooh. 9 people. And it takes the heart rate to like 130. That is just crazy. This was one of these exhausting days though. Because if I'm not training, it's in between something related to real estate. It's just, and it's because with real estate guys, it's always ongoing. It's 24/7 essentially, because there's always something to learn, always something to do, always something to refine. So you can always just continuously just improve on it. Just like you can improve, I feel, in the gym at any point, just getting started, you will see improvements. Appreciate that, appreciate the likes, appreciate it. Let's go again, another set. A little bit narrow grip, there we go. That's the squeeze we needed. Let's go one more set. And I'm thinking let's hit the barbells. The barbells. Let's go one more set though. Let's get the likes up. Yeah, so I've been changing the rep range. I changed the tempo of the reps. They really don't. They honestly don't. I'm cool with like the manager in here too, and he shoots content as well. So, they kind of give me a pass. And also I try to just be out the way a lot of times. If you notice, I try to make the shots tight, so it's not getting anybody else in the shot, just to be respectful of them, of their privacy, because I don't want to be that guy either. So I try to have angles where people aren't necessarily in the way or in the shot. So I am still mindful of that. So, it keeps everybody happy. Let's go again. Now, other gyms that I've been to, when I try to go to a different location, yeah, they're not so cool about it. So that's why usually I come train at this one, because I can, do what I need to do in here. I may want one more set, guys. I think we got to do just one more set. That was a good pump. Let's do one more set on that. How about that? Let's get one more set. We'll move on, I promise. Because that was a crazy squeeze. And also going lighter just gives, now I'm going lighter, but obviously I'm going to ridiculous failure. So it still sucks. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm going lighter means I'm going easier. That's not the case. It's just different. 120 heart rate. Let's go. Crazy. All right, so let's set up incline. Give me a moment. Let me set up, and then we'll get back into it. All right. So let's set up incline barbell. Let me drag these weights over. Let me get my bag in there, guys. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Let's hang out. Sucks when you do put all these plates on. You got to take them off. And this gym, for whatever reason, guys, I don't know what's happening. People are stealing plates. There's barely any 45s in here. So it's like once you get the 45s, you better transfer them right to wherever your next exercise is, or someone else is gonna take them. As I'm doing right now. Yes, sir.
James Harrison is?
Football, yeah. I appreciate it. I take that in the utmost I'll take it. I will take it. You know, trying to get to his strength. Yeah, I will take that. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to those numbers. 100%. All right, almost there. What we got going on? Man, I appreciate that. Man, I appreciate that sub. Guys, you know, you got to keep it positive because we know how toxic this shit is. We know how crazy this fitness community, you know, so it's like, we got to have a little bit more just positivity. Now, mind you, I'm an old head. So I come from an era of just like, man, the community, we're all in this together. You know, it's like a real community. Now it just got crazy. Now, mind you, I could still get, you know, I like to get nuts and lift hard, lift crazy in the gym, but you can still be cool. But you know how I really developed that is from jiu-jitsu. That's really where the positive attitude really started to shape, because in jiu-jitsu, you know, there's a bunch of killers in there. There's all sorts of people in there. So it's like, you know, you get humbled very quickly when you start jiu-jitsu, and sometimes you're the nail, sometimes you're the hammer. So I take that everywhere I go, you know. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, so man, you completely understand. If anybody understands what a team, that feeling, you know. So I just feel like, man, it's just been lost with that. And it sucks, you know. Even like in jiu-jitsu, you know, it's starting to feel very separated. And it's just like, man, I'm really big on that camaraderie, team, gang effort. Like, I just feel like when you have that community like that, it could be very powerful. And it used to be like that. And I do agree, you know, social media does play a role. And I'm saying that, and I'm the guy on social media. And I'm the guy, you know, posting all this. You know, we're doing a live stream now, but I get what you're saying. You know, it's a difference. You know, it's a difference. So what can you do? What can we do, bro? Let's just lift some heavy stuff, shoot the crap for a bit, and we get out of here. Let's see what these joints are talking about. Let's see. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, let's add some more to this. Let's add a quarter on this. This feels good. I had some carbs today, so I got a little energy. But yeah, guys, jiu-jitsu definitely humbled me for sure. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 13 years now. And I remember when I first started, I was just so gassed, couldn't breathe. Oh, there's 25s right here. Could not breathe. You know, I was getting demolished when I first started. And I was just like, man, I had a choice that day. I was like, the choice was after that first class. Because that first class, I was like borderline about to throw up, all of that. And there was a choice I could have made. There was a choice I had to make right there. The choice was like, okay, are you going to go home and never come back again, you know, and just forget this ever happened? I got destroyed by people who are like 50, 60 pounds lighter than me. Are we just gonna forget this night ever happened? Or am I gonna give this guy this freaking credit card and we're gonna be locked in with this jiu-jitsu thing? And I decided to lock in, and it's been 13 years. You know, so that was like a real pivotal point because once again, my ego at that time, you know, I had a pretty crappy ego, you know, the swole dude, whatever. And I'm like, I needed a challenge. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go try this thing called jiu-jitsu. And if I don't get my ass kicked, I'm not gonna sign up. And then the obvious happened, I got my ass kicked. And I was like, okay, yep, I guess I need to learn this stuff. And it's been 13 years that I've been training ever since. I got my black belt back in 2022. And yeah, I've just been, you know, just keeping it going. So it's a combination of lifting and then jiu-jitsu. But, you know, that's where just that positive and humble attitude comes from, because jiu-jitsu is one of the hardest things I've ever done. And it is even brutal as you get older. It is crazy. But, you know, but once you know, you're in that atmosphere, you're in that room, you know, you start to realize, man, you're not the toughest. You're just not, you know? And I try to tell a lot of people, like, leave people alone, don't bother anybody, because you don't know what they know or what they're going through. Because some of the people who train, majority of people who do jiu-jitsu at my academy, you wouldn't even know that they're trained assassins. You would never know. At least I give some sort of clue. You can see my ears are cauliflower, whatever. So, and they are more dangerous than I am when it comes to training, but you would never know. So I always tell people, just leave people alone. just be cool. He cut you off, so what? He took the last box of cereal in the supermarket. Whatever the hell. Yeah. It's okay. Let's hit a set. Oh, I gotta hit that again. I could go 315, but I want to keep the rep range pretty good. So we're gonna stick with just 275 and we'll be good there. Yes, we're killing it tonight. We are killing it tonight, guys. We got 12 people in the building Friday night. This is what I want. Okay, we got 16 people. Friday night hangouts, late night session. We're still good on time. Let me catch my breath and we'll hit another set. But yeah, but no 315. I said I wanted to keep the reps high. So Yeah, I don't sleep. That's probably that's really the one thing I do need to work on, because between I'm a real estate investor, deal with real estate stuff like that out here. Between that and training, yeah, sleep is just kind of non-existent. I'll go to bed late and I'll still get up. You know, if it's a weekday, I've been allowing myself to sleep in just a little bit. So I like to kind of be up no later than 6:30, you know, no later than that. I like to be up and moving, ready to get the day started, you know, but I used to like get up at 5, but only be averaging maybe 4 hours of sleep and wondering why I feel like a freaking zombie and downing energy drinks like like it's just sparkling water. So I've been definitely sleeping more. But listen, whatever, I don't even care. I'm on a mission, so I'm on a mission to do something great. So I don't care, whatever needs to be done. Don't follow my advice. Let's hit another one. Guys, we got 15 people in the building. Let's get the likes up. We got only 2 likes. I only see 2 likes. And we have 15 people in here. Can we get the likes up? And really why, guys? Because I'm trying to really boost up this channel. I said I wanted to get 3,000 subs by this year. And I feel I'm going to challenge myself and try to get 3,000 subs this month. Shout out to my homie, inspired me to do it. So I'm really, really grinding to get there. So I'm averaging, well, I want to, hopefully by the end of this month, I can get to 3K subs. So let's do it. All right, let's hit this set now. Let's get serious again. We'll go one more. I think you kind of figured I was going to say that. Let's go one more on this. Let's get it. Let me cool off. That felt heavy. That felt a little heavy, I won't lie. That felt a little heavy. That felt a little heavy. So that means we're gonna go again. Man, this is a good rep range for me. I really like this rep range. It's like I'm getting a strong, it's a good range of motion, and I'm keeping the pumps coming on. I'm having fun. I'm just trying to have fun again when it comes to training too. Like it's difficult. Like, you know, for me the workouts, you know, it's not even like negotiable. You know, the training has to happen. You know, the training, the workouts, it's not optional. Like I have to get the training in. I'm going to get the training in. You know, it's more part of the job that I get the training in. So I'm trying this to enjoy it just a little bit more. You know, yeah, it's a lifestyle. That sounds better. Yeah, you know, it's truly a lifestyle. Thank you. That sounds way better. You know, it's truly a lifestyle. So along the way, I do want, you know, there's some days I come in here. Well, overall today was just a good day. Actually, just scratch all that. I just need to have better days in general. It has nothing to do with the gym. Let's go again. Let's go a little wider on this grip. Let's strip this down. Let's strip it down. 120, well, 115 heart rate. Let's keep it moving. Should we hit the weighted dips yet? Should we hit the weighted dips yet? I don't know. Nah, it's crowded over there. We're gonna hit the weighted dips. See, I still wanna make sure I get in the calves. We gotta see though. We're gonna see. Let's just strip all this down. Got the team, got the crew hanging out with me on a Friday night. This is what I'm talking about. Training tomorrow afternoon too, and Sunday. So I'll actually make a post. Let you guys know what time I'm training. So if you guys want to hang out, we can make it happen. Let's go pec flies, pec deck flies. 20 people in the building, I'll take it. Let's go pec deck flies. Hopefully, actually, you know what? We probably can hit, we'll go pec flies first, and then we'll go, we'll do weighted dips. We'll see. We'll see. It's just so packed here on a Friday. I don't get it. You know, I have been looking into another gym. Let me switch this around. I'm gonna switch this around for you guys. I have been thinking about switching gyms and going to, like, you know, an independent gym. So no, I'm not a wrestler. I do jiu-jitsu. So yeah, I've been doing that for about 13 years now. So that's where these cauliflower ears come from. Oh, shoot. If that's why you're asking, I don't even know. But yeah, I never wrestled. I had to do any sports back in the day. Should have though. Should have. It's like now I'm an old man, so it's like I'm going through like midlife crisis. So I just want to do everything now. I want to do every adrenaline junkie adventure that I could do. It's crazy. Bro, the body game content, it's so interesting. That's such an interesting question because I watch it. You know, I've attempted to even make it, you know, make my own body game content, you know, but I feel every time I go to my recommendation page, I'm seeing another channel popping out talking about it. And then I also see a lot of channels where the message isn't, you know, I don't see it being reflected in the person doing it in terms of I don't think they're practicing body game themselves, but they're now creating a channel and the content talking about it. And then also, it seems like as soon as you put body game in the title, I know I'm on a tangent here. If you put body game in the title, then it's like you're just gonna get massive views like instantly, kind of thing. Except for me, because I tried doing it and I got absolutely nowhere with it. You know, so I do, I mean, I still appreciate, I still watch it. I watch your channel, but I want to see more authenticity from these channels. That's my thing. So to your point, I would say I'm almost a little burnt out by it. You know, but I do think it's necessary to talk about it. Maybe I just want to see maybe different perspectives, different angles. What I don't like and what I am burnt out on is body game gets you women. Like that, I'm completely done on. And I'm 42. I'm 42 years old. I'll be 42 next month. That's what I am burnt out on. Body game, women. That's what I'm sick of. There's so many other factors and, that body game, being in shape. I call body game never breaking the promise to myself. I consider body game what non-negotiable looks like. I consider body game as a, direct reflection of discipline personified. You see I'm very passionate about it. Let's hit this set. Because I have another point. Because I thought about, really putting out more content, talking about it, but then I didn't know, would I just be another drop in the bucket? Because I definitely thought, the foundation, absolutely. I thought about, man, maybe I should start doing body game content. I was like, damn, okay, maybe do I need to pop out? Work, yes. And let me preface by saying, when I consider working out doesn't mean you have to look like me. Working out doesn't mean you have to even care what the type of workouts I do. But I want to see a non-negotiable persona. I want to see the habits that you're speaking about, the non-negotiable habits I see, or that you speak about in the content. I want to see that to be reflective of the person.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of my thing with that, right? Like, okay, I'm in real estate, okay? I have rental properties. Now, would I ever come on here and talk about real estate and rental properties and I didn't have any properties myself? I wouldn't personally do that. I feel I have to live it, have the receipts, if that makes sense. But I swear, I thought about, putting out the body game content. It's like, I was like, man, these guys, one video, first video out the gate, 5K views, 10K views. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's crazy. I've seen it. And I'm like, all right. Hey, we're just like, man, Papa needs to get monetized over here. But I don't know. I definitely think about it, though. I won't even lie to you guys. Yeah, so so guys, don't get mad at me if out the gate you see a body game video come out, all right? If you're in this stream, if you see it just randomly, if I do a short on body game, you know why. It's you guys' fault, all right? So just remember that. You just remember that. Because I'm like, man, if that's the case. But it's cool. But but salute to everyone who's finding a lane. Salute to everybody who's finding a lane. Like, I salute it. It's inspiring to see, channels popping off. Like, I can't hate on that at all. And it's not me hating. I still salute it. You found a lane, you found a niche, and you were able to figure out an algorithm and figure out the thumbnails and the captions, salute. You know, salute, salute, salute. You know, for me, I might, mindful, I think I have to, bro. I think I have to do it because once again, I came across your channel. I do come across some channels where I'm like, okay, cool, this is what I'm talking about, you know, but I see others and I'm like, man, I might have to dip my big toe in this water. What are we talking about? You know what? Yes, you know, and I think right there, you know, that is what, but you made it cohesive, right? And you're speaking from from what I gathered watching it, you know, you're really speaking from truth. You're speaking from how you truly feel about it. You're speaking from purpose. You know, I felt that's what kind of resonated when I was watching it. Because because that's kind of what even I would say my channel is. You know, in a sense, it's really just self-mastery, self-awareness, and just being capable. That's why I always talk about that. You know, the fitness, we already know what that does, and the superpower that you can create, right? And I speak about that from a business standpoint. You know, I've talked to so many different business owners, you know, all right, champion, yes, sir, good seeing you. Yeah, you know, I spoke to so many different business owners and people like that, and they're like, look, they're judging other business owners or who they hire, who comes through the door based on the appearance. You know, they are looking at these things. You know, and I talked to some high level, you know, individuals, multi-million-dollar businesses and companies, you know, picking their brain, and they're like, look, yeah, the look matters in business. It does, you know, because it's going to be a reflection of who you are, what you can bring to the business, or how you're going to add the value. They're telling me these things. So when I started to hear that and that really resonated with me. So I was like, okay, if these guys are saying, look, it makes a difference, let me be on point with it. So I tried to share that, you know, that's being capable. The real estate stuff, you know, I try to share, just showing you guys what I'm doing with the properties and trying to just throw little gems in there because it allowed me to be more capable. You know, I feel, you know, real estate is one of the vehicles, not the only vehicle that can get you to wealth. You know, I feel it has. And these are the things that I want to share. So, you know, which can then allows me to train more, you know. But see, having different approaches, that's the thing, that's the key. And that's what I appreciate. Like, I want to hear different perspectives, and that allows me to pull something from it. You know, my perspective, a lot of times, you know, I try to connect it on business, and it's like, cool, you can pull from me, you know. But look, screw all that. If I got to start talking about some body game on this channel to run up these views, like, okay, if you want to hear from my perspective, I could share some of that, you know. Here we go. Yeah, and that's really, and at the end of the day, that's why I really haven't leaned into it like that, you know, because it's like, man, that's not really my thing. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I get it, but it's not really my thing. It really isn't, you know, because there's so many other things I feel that are more important. You know, when you're talking about body game or getting in shape or whatever, there's so many things that has such a higher priority that I really focus on that. And that's what helped me in my life. You know, really, it was the discipline and just being able to never break the promise to myself. I keep telling people that. I'd say that so often. It forced me to never break the promise to myself. You know, staying true, committed to this, never, non-negotiable habits, it spilled over into everything else that I do. You know, that's what body game for me is. You know, they can. You know, I was like, because I was watching them. I watch just channels out the blue, like, damn, these these videos are just taking off, and it's like, but man, it's not me. You know, it's not me. But see, that's how YouTube will get you. You know, that's how YouTube will get you. We don't even have time for the weighted dips, guys. We're just getting to the regular. We're gonna actually finish out with our dips and get out of here. You know, and I think like, even with me with this channel, I went through so many different iterations, trying to catch the wave, trying to like be this, trying to be that. And I'm like, this isn't what I signed. This is not why I started YouTube in the beginning. Like, and it just and then at the end of the day, it gets you really nowhere. You know, in terms of just, you know, trying to be this, trying to be everything that you're not. And I was like, what am I doing? So I'm just getting back to being just true to what I do, you know, sharing what I feel I can add value every time I turn the camera on. And maybe somebody can pick up a gem or two along the way. So that's just what it is, you know. So I don't know. And we get a good pump along the way. So those views are crazy though. Those body game views are crazy. And then also, what time is it? All right. And then also, another thing that's difficult for me in my journey experience, or just really in life, was getting pegged in those boxes. That sounded crazy, but getting put into those boxes. Anoli has not come, but if he does, I'll know it's him. But yeah, and then it's like, I don't want to get put in, okay, the body game box, right? And it's like, I don't know. I have to be careful a lot of times because, yeah, obviously I'm in shorts, I'm in the gym setting, but a lot of times when I talk about, let's say, fitness, you know, the views are just triple what it was if it was solely about, when I'm talking about real estate, or I'm talking about even just talking about discipline as opposed to just showing the workout for the day. The views are night and day. So, you know, it's really crazy. It's really crazy when you think about it. You know, so it's all of those things, you know, and you do want to monetize. And listen, I use ChatGPT like we're best friends. I got the paid version, and I have been doing that, and it takes me even a deeper rabbit hole, because now it starts really, it made it worse because it gave me way more options that I could leverage it, things I wasn't even thinking about, and it just made me have even a bigger headache. But I will say it has been helping, kind of making everything more cohesive. You know, what I should more so lean on. It actually said I should not talk about body game, to be honest with you. That's actually was one of the recommendations. Like, don't talk about that at all. Funny enough. One day I'll sleep. But no, guys, we're gonna get out of here. It's 8:45. This has been a wild, long day. This is workout number 2. That's a fact. You know, that is a fact. That is a fact. I'm gonna try it because at the end of the day, you gotta put the medicine in the candy anyway. That's such an old man reference. I don't know how old everyone is in here. Basically, you gotta hide the message, in something else. That's what that means. So maybe we gotta do a little body game, and then we can sprinkle the mindset in there, because it is what I am doing. This doing this for this long. It's more mental than physical. The look is a byproduct. Like, I already know, this is just numbers to me. I know what the body's gonna be. I'm not worried about that when I'm coming in here. When I walk in here, it's like, you didn't break the promise. When I don't want to do it, I'm complaining as I'm driving in here, I didn't break the promise to myself. That's the real power behind it. So we're talking about it so much, which obviously means I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. 500 push-ups a night, keep it going. Do 600 next week. Yeah, doing these 2-a-days lately. This old man's trying to get in shape, so. Okay, no, I respect that. And that's actually a great way to look at it. I'm gonna do some brainstorming. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna do a body game video. The title's gonna be something crazy, body game. And let's just see. And I'll do typical gym picture. Yeah, I train twice a day. Minimum, at least 5 days a week, 2-a-days for sure. It is what it is. Because for me, let's go a little deeper. I've been wanting to do more fitness content, and even like talking about body game, I've been thinking about, hey, maybe I could carve something out of this. So I was like, okay, if that's gonna be the case, let me get in the better shape that I need to be in. Let me hold myself more accountable. I've been going live stream like crazy in here too, trying to get the hours up. So, but no, I'm good. But see, the thing is, when I sleep, I'm gonna be in a deep sleep and I'm fine. Swole and Funded on IG. Hit me up, everybody. Jude, appreciate you. Yeah, it's been one of those days, but guys, it's all part of the process. And the thing is, this is the reward. That's the reward that I did do it. That's the reward for me. That's the reward that, we're gonna get these 2-a-days in, this is gonna suck, and I'm an old man, and these bones hurt, and you know what, whatever. Like, I have to do it like that. For me, once again, it has to be crazy. It has to be crazy or it's not gonna work. It's just not. It's just not gonna work, guys. Because what? Guys, time is finite. Time is finite. It really is. I've been met with and I've been seeing the proof numerous times of how time is finite. It's very unexpected. So you gotta go for it. Really just go. Yes, you wanna do it. Yes, I can do this. How can I do this? I start asking yourself that question, not if, like how. Okay, yeah, I'm in. How can we do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm in. How can I do this now? I'm telling you, if you want like these above average results, we gotta get crazy. So I appreciate you guys. Hit that subscribe button. I know I sound like a YouTuber, right? Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3K subs by the end of the month. Let's see what happens. If not, we're gonna keep on pushing it. Appreciate you guys.